Hey, casual crypto investor family. It is the casual crypto investor, and I am back with another video. In this video, we got some awesome Cardano news as well as some other crypto news tidbits that I'm going to share with you, plus a little XRP video clip that I'm going to share with you that has me super pumped. That I'm glad that it's kind of trying to get to the mainstream in terms of these news outlets talking about XRP. So we'll dive into that. But super excited to bring you this content. Got a lot of information to share. Let's just give it up for the crypto market right now. Despite all the craziness that is happening in the world, from the Diddy trial to government shutdowns to Democrats and Republicans throwing shots at each other like they normally do. It's just a lot of stuff going on, man. But right now, I'm focusing on crypto, and hopefully you are too. I don't care what side of the fence you're on, Democrat, Republican, Independent. I'm about that crypto, man. If you're in the crypto space, we're all friends here. And yeah, so let's dive into it. So right now, look at the market cap of crypto sitting at $4.22 trillion right now. Bitcoin is sitting at $123,000 right now. Ethereum finally got over the $4,500 mark, sitting at $4,523 right now. XRP is over $3. I think I've even seen it as high as $3.07 or $3.09, which is just awesome. Even Cardano is up, and like I mentioned, we've got some Cardano news. It is down close to 1.5% on the 1 hour, but it is up over 11% over the past 7 days, which is great to see, sitting at 87 cents. So a lot of great things. I think I misquoted it in my last video. I think I said like Rocktober, but it's actually called Uptober. All right. So we're only in the third day of October, or Uptober rather. And the crypto market is just pumping like crazy. So I'm excited. I'm checking my phone and I'm looking at my portfolio, and I'm just like, man, thank God I'm in this space, right? You know what I'm saying? I think this is just a tip of the iceberg, in my opinion. All right. So next thing I wanted to share with you, quick shameless plug. Make sure to follow me on X. If you want to follow me on X, make sure to do so. Follow me at Casual Crypto Investor. Great way for you to stay in contact with me if you want to know what's going on in the crypto space, as well as what's happening in the Casual Crypto Investor community. Make sure to follow me on X. All right. So let's get into some of the news nuggets that I have for you today. We have this from the Financial Services GOP. We have several congressmen and women looking at the way Chairman Gensler was handling things. So we have new chairman, French Hill, Representative, Mauser, it's Mauser, Representative Ann Wagner, and Representative Brian Steele sent a letter to the SEC Chair Paul Atkins to raise concerns about the SEC's mishandling of former Chair Gensler's text messages and calls for stronger oversight to ensure compliance with federal record keeping laws. All right. So dun. Who knows, man? Gary Gensler might find himself back, answering, questions in front of, the financial committee. So we shall see what happens with that. Definitely stay tuned. Next up, I thought this was awesome. And if this doesn't make you bullish for crypto, I really don't know what will. But right now, the CME Group, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, to launch 24/7 crypto futures. Excuse me. And options trading in 2026. All right. So again, the Wall Street and the financial institutions are finally waking up. They are finally realizing that consumers and investors want to trade on a 24/7 hour basis, just like crypto. All right. So this is just another domino that is about to fall. And I think 2026 is going to be an amazing year for crypto too, as well, especially when all these rules and regulations get implemented and rules and regulations get ironed out. I'm just glad that we're in this space early, and it's still early. All right. Even if you're just getting started on your crypto journey, don't feel bad at all. Okay. It is still early. I mean, many crypto projects are at 20 cents and 10 cents and 80 cents and under $1. Again, not financial advice. You have to do your own research, but there's a lot of great projects that are cheap now, and I can only imagine what they're going to be in the future. All right. Moving on to as well, we have a news update from Brian Armstrong with Coinbase. Excited to be partnering with Samsung to make crypto even more accessible. We're offering 75 million plus Samsung Galaxy users in the US free access to Coinbase One to bring them on board, and we fully integrated Samsung Pay, so every Coinbase user in the United States can use that to buy crypto. Guys, crypto is becoming mainstream, guys. It's going to be already on your phones. All right, guys, this is like we're watching an era being born and being ushered in, and it's the crypto space. And I'm super excited again that we're all here, we're all locked in. I know I'm locked in, and I'm going to continue to be purchasing more and more crypto. And this is awesome news, and I'm glad that it's getting that mainstream adoption. All right, so got some Cardano news. All right, now this is very, very interesting that we're seeing here, and this is on Yahoo Finance. Again, I should have maybe rephrased the title of this video. I should say crypto mainstream, right? Because a lot of this stuff is happening in the mainstream space. So it says right here, Yahoo Finance, all right? It says Cardano founder says Bitcoin on ADA could trigger open DeFi floodgates for billions. All right. So this is, I never thought of that. I never thought of this as being a possibility. But again, this could add some potential insane value to Cardano if they're able to pull this off. All right. So let's dive into this article. So it says Charles Hoskinson told an audience that the network is preparing to integrate Bitcoin functionality, potentially drawing billions in liquidity. Okay. Charles Hoskinson said a dedicated 19-person team is developing Bitcoin DeFi, which is very, very interesting, which would let you, and this is part of the problem with Bitcoin, right? You can't stake it like you can earn on Ethereum, right? And so it says here, which would let users transact directly in Bitcoin, okay, pay fees in Bitcoin, and earn yield back in Bitcoin using Cardano's infrastructure. We anticipate billions of dollars on TVL from the Bitcoin network as people click the toggle and use Cardano to do Bitcoin things, Hoskinson said. Moving on, he says, Hoskinson said Cardano's extended UTXO framework makes it the largest programmable ledger, giving it scalability advantages over rivals such as Ethereum and Solana. And, I think this is the right approach, right? Because, a lot of times, and I definitely fall into that wagon. I'm not above it or, and even if you listen to some of my past videos, I definitely think XRP is better than Bitcoin. That's just my opinion. But the reality of the situation is the same way I have the same criticism that XRP has in regards to, it's the banker's coin, whatever, because it wants to work with the banks, not against them, right? And so maybe the right mentality, and I've even heard that maybe they could even put Bitcoin on the XRP ledger and use that to make Bitcoin move faster and all that kind of stuff. But, Cardano is coming out saying that they're looking and working to actually do that. And I think that could be a great approach. Instead of working against Bitcoin, maybe finding ways to work with it and strengthen it and making it more, up to date and more faster and all that good stuff. So, again, I think this could potentially be the right approach, and whoever's able to do this successfully could, reap some nice rewards from it, from whatever project is able to do that. Okay, so it says right here with Bitcoin's Taproot upgrade, also built on the UTX standard. He argued Cardano is positioned to capture part of the $4 trillion Bitcoin market while acting as a bridge between Bitcoin and smart contracts. Okay. Why does this matter? So it says Bitcoin's $4 trillion market cap has so far remained mostly untouched by DeFi. Cardano's push to integrate Bitcoin could mark the first serious attempt to unlock that protocol of capital. Instead of being limited to storing and transferring value, Bitcoin could be fully usable in yield-bearing ecosystem. And guys, can you imagine? Because when we look at the market cap of Bitcoin, it's at $2.4 trillion right there. I mean, look at that. Imagine if you could, this honestly, that would make me want to invest in Bitcoin. I'm being dead honest with you guys. The yield factor would definitely, and that's one of the criticisms, with XRP. You can't stake your XRP. Now, Flare Networks is working to do that, and they just released the capabilities of doing that. But it hasn't been tested. It's only maybe a few weeks or less than a month old or so. But with Bitcoin, with an established project such as this, people will be flooding into Bitcoin. And the crazy thing is, now you're talking, real use case, because you could probably earn more yield by staking Bitcoin than you could from just leaving your fiat currency in a bank to get whatever 1% or 2% interest that the banks give you. So this is very interesting, and we should stay tuned and keep our eyes peeled for this, because I think this could be a great opportunity if Cardano is able to do that. And who knows where the price of ADA would go. And if ADA could maybe be like a gas token or something like that for that, man, who knows? I mean, man, Cardano could definitely explode in price as far as what I think, in my opinion. All right. And then next up too is here, I'm going to leave you out with this video from Phil Kwok with Easy A. He had tweeted, and I guess he was doing an interview on Yahoo Finance, or I think it's called Trade or something like that. Nevertheless, he was talking about that not enough people are talking about Ripple. So what would this video be without a little sprinkle of XRP/Ripple in a video? So I gotta share that information. But he was talking about not a lot of people are talking about Ripple and RLUSD and the XRP ledger in the mainstream media. So he said he took it upon himself. I did. All right. So I'm going to leave you out with this clip. Hopefully you enjoyed the content. Definitely, if you like the content that I'm making, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.
So Phil, let me follow up to that for a moment here. What are some of the key advantages of using stable coins over traditional fiat or other types of crypto?
That's a great question. Number one is this cheapness with which you can transfer. So for example, if you transfer a stable coin like RLUSD, which is issued by Ripple, then on the XRP ledger, you can transfer that for literally fractions of a cent. Super fast and super cheap as well. When we look at the cost of a wire transfer, I'll give you an example. We recently ran a prize competition for our community, and some of the prizes were very, very small, just as guaranteed prizes. We sent $10 to one participant. It actually cost her $5 to receive it, because that was the price. It was a $15 wire transfer. So she actually lost $5 because we sent her 10. So absolutely insane. That's just one example of how stablecoins are making it a lot faster and a lot cheaper to receive and send payments.